Today we are going to talk about a very important topic, and that is sleeping. First of all, let's answer some questions. What makes you sleep? Many factors play a role in preparing your body to fall asleep. You have an internal body clock that controls when you're awake and when your body is ready to go to sleep. The body clock typically has a 24-hour repeating cycle or rhythm. It's called circadian rhythm. Two processes interact to control this rhythm. The first one is a pressure to fall asleep.
Can't keep my eyes open, Joel.
That builds with every hour that you're awake. And this drive for sleeping reaches a peak at one moment in the evening, when most people fall asleep.
Alright, sleep tight.
The amount of melatonin in your bloodstream peaks as the evening wears on. Researchers believe that this peak is an important part of preparing your body to fall asleep. Also, exposure to artificial bright light in the late evening can disrupt this process, making it hard to fall asleep. Example of bright artificial lights include the light of the cell phone, of the laptop, of the computer, of the TV, or a very bright alarm clock. As the sun rises, your body releases cortisol. This hormone typically prepares your body to wake up. Okay, so the most important question: why is sleeping so important? Let me answer this by telling you a story first about a man called Randy Gardner. He's an American from San Diego, California, who set the record for the longest amount of time a human has gone without sleep. In December 1963, January 1964, the 17-year-old boy, Randy Gardner, stayed awake for 11 days and 25 minutes. That's 264.4 hours, breaking the previous record held by Tom Rounds, who stayed awake for 260 hours. It all ended up on January 8th, 1964, and he managed to stay awake for 11 days and 25 minutes. Doctors, of course, were monitoring his health, his psychological status, and at some point, doctors asked Randy to start counting from 100 to 1. And after a couple of minutes, Randy just stopped, didn't do anything, and doctors asked him what happened. And Randy said that he forgot what he was doing. So is sleeping important? Let me answer that. Sleep plays a vital role in good health and well-being throughout your life. Getting enough quality sleep at the right times can help you protect your mental health, your physical health, your quality of life, and safety. The way you feel while you are awake depends on what happens while you are sleeping. During sleep, your body is working to support a healthy brain function and maintain your physical health as well. In children and teens, sleep also supports growth and development, and the damage from sleep deficiency can occur in an instant, such as a car crash. Which is pretty severe most of the time, or it can harm you over time. For example, outgoing sleep deficiency can raise your risk for some chronic health issues. It can also affect the way you think, react, work, learn, and get along with others. One of the most important things that sleep helps you maintain is healthy brain function and emotional well-being. Sleep helps your brain work properly. While you are sleeping, your brain is basically preparing for the next day. It's forming new pathways to help you learn, to help you remember new information, old information. Studies show that a good night's sleep can improve ways to study, to learn, and also to remember stuff you already learned. Speaking of students, For example, whenever you are learning math, how to play piano, how to perfect your golf swing, or how to drive a car, a bicycle, sleep helps you enhance your learning and decisions and to be more creative. Studies also show that sleep deficiency alters activity in some parts of the brain. If you are sleep deficient, you may have trouble making decisions, solving problems, controlling your emotions and behavior, and coping with change. Sleep deficiency also was linked to depression, suicide, risk-taking behavior, which is not good. Also, sleeping is very good for your physical health. It plays an important role. For example, sleep is involved in repairing and healing of your heart and blood vessels. Outgoing sleep deficiency is linked to an increased risk of heart diseases, kidney diseases, high blood pressure, diabetes, stroke. Sleep deficiency also increases the risk of obesity, which in the USA is very, very high. I live in Europe, for example, but the number of obese people in the USA is much, much higher than is in Europe. For example, one study of teenagers showed that with each hour of sleep lost, the odds of becoming obese went up. Sleep deficiency also increases the risk of obesity in other ages too, not only in teens. Sleep also helps you have a daytime performance and safety. Getting enough sleep, quality sleep, at the right time helps you function well throughout the day. People who are sleep deficient are less productive at work, at school, at learning, at being creative, at behaving normally. They take longer to finish the tasks, have slower reaction time, and make more mistakes. After several nights of losing sleep, even a loss of 1-2 hours of sleep, your ability to function suffers as if you haven't slept for a day or two. Lack of sleep can lead to a microsleep as well. What is microsleep? Microsleep refers to brief moments when you are awake but not. Means your brain is sleeping while your eyes are still open. You can control microsleep and you might not be aware of it. For example, have you ever driven somewhere and then not remembered a part of the trip? Like you were driving automatically but you don't remember doing anything? If so, you may have experienced microsleep. I did. Another important question: how much sleep is enough? The amount of sleep you need every day will change over the course of your life. Although sleep may vary from person to person, the chart I'm gonna put right here shows general recommendation for different age groups. If you routinely lose sleep or choose to sleep less, the sleep loss adds up, and at the end I'm gonna tell you about myself. I experienced this and it wasn't a good experience. The total sleep loss is called sleep debt. For example, if you lose 2 hours of sleep each night, you'll have a sleep debt of 14 hours after a week. Some people nap as a way of dealing with sleepiness, but naps may provide you a boost, a short-term boost, but napping doesn't provide all of the other benefits of nighttime sleep. Like I said earlier, heart and blood vessels repair and regeneration. So the final question again, is it important to sleep normally? Yes, it does. And I'm gonna leave the chart again here so you can see, or you can pause of course. And also I can add a link in the description below so you can read more, and if you have questions I'm sure you will find in that link. But let me tell you about my experience with the lack of sleep, with the sleep deficiency. Usually I live alone. My parents live in Germany, and they come home for Christmas every year, And exactly after Christmas, I have my exams. I have around 5, 6, 7 exams, and I'm used for many years to be alone and to study alone. When I hear any noise, I can't focus to study. So when they come home, I can't focus, and I try to sleep at day and study at nighttime. And most of the time I can't sleep normally. I sleep around 4 5 hours, and at one point I noticed that I'm not as productive as I was before. So after they left, I had 5 more exams. I tried to sleep normally, like 7 8 hours at nighttime and study at daytime. It was a huge difference. So my advice as a medical student: try to sleep the normal hours, 7 8 hours per night, and subscribe to the channel. That might help you. And I hope you are not watching this video at 2 a.m. 3 a.m. like I usually do. I hope you liked the video. If you did, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, like this video, and maybe share with your friends. And also comment down below if you have any questions and maybe some ideas for the future videos. Thank you for watching, and see you next time, guys. Bye.